Coming up on 6:04 right now, NASCAR star Tony Stewart is being investigated after he hit and killed another driver at a dirt track race in Canandaigua this weekend. Brandon Roth is live this morning in Port Leyden with more on that tragic crash. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Jeremy. Well, the morning continues here in the small town of Port Leyden in Lewis County after the death of 20-year-old Kevin Ward. Ward, a young up-and-coming racing star in the racing community, was killed, of course, Saturday night by Tony Stewart in an accident at the raceway. And when you talk about Port Leyden, it's a very small town here. You can see pretty much just a main street. But one thing they love here is racing, and Kevin Ward was very much a part of that community, and that community today continuing to react with deep sadness to the death of the young racer. Now, at Saturday's Empire Super Sprint car race, the 20-year-old Ward of Port Leyden got out of his car after he wrecked in a crash and walked out on the track. Now, he appeared to be upset with the racing veteran Tony Stewart and seemed to be headed to confront him. The veteran driver, though, ended up fishtailing and then hitting Ward on the track. Ward was taken to a nearby hospital and was pronounced dead on arrival. Of course, racing was a big part of Ward's life and his family's life, as well as this whole community. In fact, he started racing go-karts when he was just 4 years old. And the community here is remembering now his passion for the sport.
There was one year for Career Day, he came down to the school with his dad and they showed off all the cars and all that stuff. Yeah.
Smart kid. He was always smiling anytime I seen him. He was funny. He was a great kid for what I seen of him.
Village of Port Leyden. We should say now that the investigation is continuing. The Ontario County Sheriff's Department is investigating the crash, trying to figure out exactly what happened. They say right now their investigation, though, is not a criminal one, and that Tony Stewart is cooperating. We're live in Port Leyden in Lewis County this morning. Brandon Roth for Today in Central New York.